Hello everyone. Am I audible? Anyone please confirm whether I'm audible or not? Whether,
Yes, yes,
whether-
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
yeah,
you are
okay,
audible.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you. Thank you. Okay, this session, as you all know, this is open session for CT. You can ask any queries you have regarding any content or anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, madam, can I ask one question?
Yeah, except that week 3, when is the week 3 grade assignment deadline, submission deadline? I think it hasn't completed yet, no?
No, no, actually, this last date is 9th June only.
Okay. Yeah, apart from graded assignment, you can ask other things. Okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
madam, actually, I want to ask the question regarding week 4. That is the
Week 4.
beginning.
Okay.
In beginning, how we will implement or we can drive flowchart or pseudocode?
See, actually, binning is like, so, okay, there are set of cards and you need to, let's take our scores data set. You need to bin all the scores, like we are considering maths, physics and chemistry, the total is, if we take maximum marks, total will be 300. So if we want to bin all the students who are above 200 in one bin and below in other bin, this is what we are happening, like we are kind of filtering and we are moving it to another pile.
Hmm.
Yeah, what is your doubt specifically regarding that?
No, no, beginning is entirely different from this filtering.
Yeah, binning is entirely different from filtering. To bin, here the example which I have used, I'm using that filtering to bin the students who are above and below, like I'm moving them to another pile. So you can mention your doubt specifically by choosing some activity or some any other questions, like where you haven't understood something like that.
Ma'am, can you differentiate nested iteration and non-nested iteration? Can you give me an example? I'm just being confused on that part.
Nested, like, so nested iteration, so while in a while, like I will use notepad and I will explain. Okay.
Madam, madam,
Yes, ma'am.
my question is not complete. What I am asking, whether any contemporary structure in programming language we can beginning.
Can you be bit clear, like what is your doubt specifically? Like you take some example and you tell like where you are finding difficulty to understand the binding.
So whether there is a difference between recursion and iteration. Similarly,
Recursion.
uh,
Yeah, but we haven't used recursion yet. No.
so similarly we can compare this binning to some other structure in programming language.
No, binning is not like data type or something. Okay, you specifically mention. I think it will be good if you specifically mention your doubt, like where you are facing difficulty to understand the binning. Let's say you choose some activity question or some question and you ask regarding that. This is what is happening in that binning or something. Like what where you are finding trouble to understand binning.
Okay, just 1 minute. I will give question.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Uh, let's hold, let let hold your doubt and let him to finish, like let his query finish first. He has asked, no, so
yeah, ma'am,
let
no
him
problem.
finish. No, yeah.
Ma'am, may I comment in this binning part?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, ma'am, binning is something just have to clean the code. Yeah, it's being used there. No, it's a part of that to cleaning a code. Yeah, it's I think just use it's relevant to it.
No, it's not like that. It is used for different purposes. Okay, so to like binning is generally used to make to reduce the number of comparisons we are doing. So
Okay,
if
okay,
we want to find the students who are at similar date of birth or something,
okay,
so similar on the same month which they have born, so in
okay,
that kind of things, for comparisons, Binny makes our comparisons things easy. Like number of times we need to go through that pile and comparing again and again,
okay,
that
okay.
time
Which it reduces the number of comparison
of
in short.
comparisons. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Is Danish, are you ready, or should I take other question?
Madam, move forward. In between, I will ask.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Other someone are asking something. No, nested iteration. I
Yes,
will
ma'am.
explain. Yeah. So we are using. I will share my notepad. Yeah. Is it visible? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Anyone? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Nested iteration. No.
Yes. Difference between nested iteration and non-nested.
And normal iteration. So let's say while pile 1 has more cards. Let's say pile 1 has cards of data set, okay, scores data set. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's say our pile 2 has uh, s- the cards scores data sets cards whose total is above 200. Okay.
Scores are about 200. Okay.
Okay. The pile 1, let's pile 1 cards has the pile, let's say our pile 1 has scores card data set whose scores are below 200, and pile 2 has scores
About
that
200.
it is about 200. Now we are saying, now we are comparing like some operation we are doing. We are comparing those mathematics marks. Here we are saying read top card x from pile 1. Pile 2. Yeah. And then we are comparing. I will explain, don't worry.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
just formatting that things to. Yeah, see, this is nested iteration. We are seeing while in a while. So I will explain this pseudocode. First we are initializing variable count as 0, and
Yes.
then we are checking like pile 1. I have told you previously that pile 1 has scores below
Below
200,
200.
and pile 2 has scores
About
above
200.
200. So now I'm checking and I'm taking the top card, and then yeah, then
Yep.
just hold on. I will explain this and I will come to you. Okay. now I'm checking the pile 2 whether there are more cards in pile 2, and then we are comparing the mathematical marks of that top card from pile 1 and pile 2. See, now what here we are doing is we are see how
Yes, ma'am.
many times this pile 2 this second while loop will be iterated, you think? Do you think like how many times the second? See, let's say our
Yeah.
pile 1 has, yeah, is it clear or not?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you go through. I'm just getting it.
Ma'am, don't we have to move the cards from X to pile 2 first?
No, like, see, I have told a scenario like pile 1 has, have I have made an assumption that pile 1 has few
Has
cards
marks
and
below
pile 2
200 and
also
pile 2 has marks above
has
200.
about 200. I have made that assumption to explain this question of nested iteration. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See, now let's say our pile 1 has 10 cards
Yes, ma'am.
and pile 2 has 20 cards. Okay.
Okay.
Has 20 cards. Now you say how many times this inner while loop gets iterated.
According to me, it's been comparison
20
done, na, sir.
times.
20, yeah. So no,
See, i-
ma'am, we have to do comparison. Na. For that comparison, we are just have to use this formula, n minus 1 by 2.
let's listen. Okay. See, now I'm checking
Not,
first. I'm
uh,
First I'm initializing count as 0. Now I'm checking while pile 1 has more cards. So I'm
Yes,
taking the top card from pile 1.
pile
So
1.
this is my first time I'm iterating through this while loop. First time.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Now the inner iteration we are moving to the second condition while pile 2 has more cards. Now pile 2
Okay.
has 20 cards. So
Yes,
this this will run when the loop will complete, when the execution of this inner loop will complete after
20.
iterating through all the twenty cards.
Yes,
Yes, no?
okay, okay. 20 cards, exactly.
Yeah. Even for one card we are checking with all the other 20 cards, right?
Okay. Means pile 2 will be totally be checked once time and pile 1 will be checked twice. Okay. Am I right?
no,
Because
for
as
every
pile,
pile 1 card, the pile 2 will be completely exhausted.
Yeah, for every pile one card, say let's say we are taking first card and we are
yes,
comparing first card from pile one and we are comparing all the 20 cards in the pile one with first card in the pile one.
okay,
Similarly, we
okay,
are taking second card in the pile one and we are comparing with all the 20 cards in the
okay,
pile
okay.
two.
Got it, got it, got it, got
So
it.
so this happens x into y times, like 10 into 20 times this happens. Okay.
Okay, okay, yeah, got it.
See, generally, what's next iteration is like while in a while or if in a if. Like while we are having while within a while. The second while
Okay, okay,
is
yeah,
in the is within the outer while loop. So generally that is nested iteration. Okay.
okay, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
Is my voice clear or is it echoing?
It's little bit
No, ma'am,
echoing,
clear.
ma'am, but it's good. It's good. It's good.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Is it clear or you have still
Yes,
have some
ma'am. Yeah,
confusion?
clear, clear. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Okay. I will give other example. See, what is this called? The whoever who have asked doubt earlier, you can tell like what is this called. This So
Ma'am,
I'm
here
taking
the comparison is been done that X physics marks should be greater than max marks and X chemistry marks should be greater than X physics marks. So what should be the X chemistry mark? Okay. So you want to ask me what exactly? Max is equal to X
wait.
max.
I will write. Yeah, just to ask him like whether he understood or not. I'm explaining.
Yes, ma'am.
See, what is this called? This second block which I have written. What is this called?
Yes, ma'am. In this
This
block
is
here,
either single iteration or it's nested iteration.
ma'am, it's a normal iteration. It's not there.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
single. It's normal iteration.
single. But the if conditions we are using here are nested. So if in a
Okay.
if, this is called nested ifs. But
Okay.
it's not, but we are not iterating through the cards. So this is not nested iteration, it is normal iteration, it's single iteration
Okay.
only. Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
ma'am.
But
Thank you. I
here
just got it.
okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Madam, uh,
Yes, yes.
Madam, activity question 3.8, question number 5.
Okay. Okay. Activity question 3.8, right?
3.8, question number 5. I'm not able to understand. Can you explain it?
Okay, let me, yes, I will explain. Let me give you a second. I will open that portal. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. You tell which
3.8, question number 5.
activity 3.8, question number 5,
This is related to pseudocode of 3 price
Yeah.
bottom.
Are you there in the previous live session? I have explained this question in the previous session, activity session
I
of
will
this.
come to. I will come to.
No, I'm just asking. Are you there? I have explained this question there.
Hmm.
So the question is, do you remember the subject topper, this pseudocode there?
Yes, yes.
How is
Actually,
the
my
pseudocode?
doubt is
Yeah, your doubt. Tell your doubt.
actually here there are 4 parameter is given subject topper x 000.
Yeah.
Then second part subject topper x 100 00.
Yes.
So in whether it is executed in same sequence or to have a
See,
different.
the first this this procedure is called first procedure, subject topper of x comma 000. After executing that, the second procedure is called first procedure will return some value. After that, the second procedure is called like after completion of the first thing, the second procedure is called here. Okay.
uh,
Is it clear or you have some doubt regarding this question?
no, actually answer
Uh,
what I answer it is not correct. Still
See,
is the one.
answer is true. Yeah. Who? Someone is interrupting.
Your,
Yeah.
your screen is not.
hello, ma'am.
How it is executed? It is coming true and true.
How is it coming true and true? See, you.
Sorry to
uh,
interrupt, but in a session, sir told that it is false, true, true. There was some mistakes, so answer is false, true, true. You should correct it.
who, who told that?
In a session, I don't know. It's what you call that.
No, it's true, true only. It's true, true, true. It's
It's
correct
true,
only
true
that.
only.
But sir told. Okay, ma'am.
The answer is true, true, true only.
No, if we explain now, we get clear doubt what will be the logic of being a true. If answer is true, all true, it is all true.
Are you there?
No sound.
Hello.
His sound is muted.
No, she left, I think.
She left.
She's coming back.
Hello.
ಸ್ಕಿಪ್ ಬೇಕಾ ಅದು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಉಂಡು ಬೇಡ ಕೊಡ್ಲಾ
I am not able to listen.
She left, I think. She will return back.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah, now it's audible. I got disconnected in between. Okay, sorry for that
Oh,
because of the
okay, no problem.
bad.
Hello. Ji.
Yes, yes. Yeah,
So,
previously I was telling something like what is your someone has asked question.
yes, question number 5, AQ 3.8.
Could you
So,
please share that question? Actually, now my internet is like not good, so I'm unable to connect that. Can anyone do that? Show that.
no,
Can
okay, no
anyone
problem.
share that?
Okay, okay, no problem. Actually, I want explanation how this all true. What is the logic
Yeah,
behind it? That's all.
subject topper. See, for the subject topper procedure, we are passing the card, and we are also giving that marks, like we are passing the max marks, physics marks and chemistry marks, and those marks are compared with the maximum marks. The variable max is and initialized to 0 in that procedure. Okay, if you open that procedure, then you will come to know. See, if
Okay.
someone, yeah, if someone whose internet is good, could you please share the screen of that portal thing?
Ma'am, option
Portal.
is not available. We can't share our screen.
You are
Acha,
the
you are
host.
not
That's why.
co-host. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, we move
Okay.
on to another question.
Yeah, Tanish. Like, if you open that, okay, I will try. But I think my this meeting will get disconnected again if I try sharing that thing. Okay.
Okay, you want
You
a
can copy that in
screenshot?
the chat box. You can copy the question in the chat box if possible.
Ah,
Yeah.
question can be copied.
Sure. Sure. I think I'm unable to write that. This I was unable to copy and paste. Can someone do there that thing on the chat question?
Yes, I'm writing.
You will have
If
to
we
write.
copy the question, then
Can you
also
tell
it
me the
will be.
question? I'll
That
try.
activity 3.5. 3 point,
Wait a minute.
the Danesh, someone who has
Wait.
asked, no? Okay. Would you please specify the
Activity
question?
3.5. Which one, ma'am?
Question 5, I
Activity
think.
question number 3.8 and question number 5.
Activity 3.8. Okay, wait a minute.
Question number 5.
Question number 5. Okay, okay. Let me try. Actually, ma'am, it's an image, so it's not possible to share.
If we can type now, we can
Wait a minute.
type in chat box.
Ma'am, can you note it down if I speak it then?
What?
I'll speak the question. I'll tell the question. Can you note it down? Because there's an
Yeah,
image. So,
I understood. Like, that's I can open in my thing, but I can't share because if I share, no, that thing is getting disconnected.
yeah,
Webex
ma'am.
today
Means you
signals.
have the question at the moment.
Yes, yes, I have the
Yes,
question.
then you can
But for
explain it.
others,
Okay.
like I'm asking, like,
Okay, okay. Yeah, ma'am. It's not possible to share in the chat box because there's an image. So we can't copy it that in the chat box.
okay, this is like we want to the if we open that subject proper procedure, then what we are doing in that procedure is, here the procedure is taking the parameters as card, the picked card which we are giving the card, and mathematics marks, physics marks and chemistry marks. Those marks are compared with the maximum marks whose max physics, max chemistry, max mathematics respectively. All these variables are initialized to 0 initially. So now the maximum marks will be replaced by this value if they are greater than the maximum value. So but they all are 0. So yeah, it will be good if you open that procedure and if you check. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I will
If
try.
it's
it's
all
okay, but
zero,
you
then
can
why it's two?
one thing you can do is like you can write this in the discourse so that it will be cleared, okay, at that time.
Okay.
Or
Uh,
else, yeah, previously I have taken the activity session of this, and I have explained this there also. If you want, you can like watch that session, like it's on YouTube only, right? It will be on the YouTube, no?
Ma'am,
We
can you
can
Yeah,
share
go ahead
that
but
with
link?
another question.
yeah, we can move to the other question now.
Can you share that link, sir, ma'am?
Yeah, definitely I will share, like you can find in the calendar, in your calendar, no, you can find that.
Ma'am, it's not actually updated. Calendar is not updated. That's why.
It's not I will check this. I will check and I will open this calendar once. I will see whether calendar is.
I wrote in the chat box. You can see.
Someone,
Yes,
Swati
yes.
has.
Yeah,
What?
that's the question. But we need that subject topper procedure for that to explain. No, it was there in the lecture slides only, because it's activity question. They are picking directly questions from that lecture. So here they haven't given that subject topper this pseudocode, that procedure pseudocode for that. So if we know this, what is happening in this procedure, then we can explain this question properly. It's okay, but any one of you can write this should this question, like you just mentioned, doubt in this activity 3.5 question 5. So in the discourse, so we will this question will be addressed there. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this any questions for others?
Yes. One. Let me ask other person. I will searching and giving it.
Okay. Just a minute.
Question 4, ma'am.
Which question?
Question 4 in the same activity about
Okay,
that.
question. Okay, question 4. Activity 3.5, no? Or which activity? Please tell me that activity number.
3.8, question
3
4.
point. See, the question 4 is asking, consider, like, what is the data type written by that procedure subject topper? Yes, right? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See, now the procedure is returning true, false, things like either true or false. So, what do you think the procedure, the data type of that return value? What is the data type of the return
It should
value
be
written by
integer,
the
no?
procedure? Integer.
Binary.
Boolean.
See, integers comes under like -1, -2, 0, 1, 2. All those are integers, and characters are like A, B, C, D. kind of things are characters, and
Mm-hmm.
booleans are true and false, true or false, either those two value. Boolean has only two, and true or false. So the answer is boolean. Now the procedure is returning either true or false, so it's a boolean. Okay, if you watch the lectures in first week, then they have explained this data types there. Okay, there they have mentioned about the primary data types like integers, booleans, characters. Okay,
But it's returning a integer. I mean, the
it's
marks
not
which is
returning integer. It's returning either true or false, right? It's not returning integer. It's taking integer like marks, max marks, physics marks are integers, but it's returning true or false, right? It's boolean, no? Yeah.
um,
Why do you think it's integer?
it's subject operates showing like it's a procedure name. So in that they are taking the card and they are checking the 3 marks, means maths,
Yes.
physics, and chemistry. So in the return they will return a, I mean, subject topper.
ले तो बंद करना
It's not returning subject opper. It's saying whether that person is subject opper or not. Whether the card which we have passed, X card, is subject
Yes.
opper. Yeah, whether he is subject opper or not. It's saying if
Okay.
you, yeah, because it's clear from the fifth question, like the values written by the procedures are, all the options are true, 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 false, false, false. Everything, it's either true or false. So
Yes.
from that also we can make out that it's written either true or false, right?
Okay.
So the return
So
type is, yeah,
okay.
yeah, it will be, see, it will be good like if you attempt those questions, activity questions, after watching lectures. So immediately you watch lecture 3.1 and then you answer activity questions on that day and after that time only, then you will find those easily, like you can answer those easily. But after, without watching those, then it will be like difficult. Even if you watched earlier, but if you are making trying to answer now, then it will be like little bit tough because you haven't watched the lecture now, because it's taking, the questions are taken directly from the lecture. Okay, if you watch lecture and if you do those questions, then they will be very easy. Okay, yeah, you should watch like immediately before solving, like now. Yes, yeah, any other doubts? Yeah, am I audible or not? No one is speaking, like whether I got
Yes,
disconnected or
Yes.
what. Yeah,
yeah,
I thought I got disconnected. Like no one, I
no,
was
ma'am, you're
unable to
audible.
hear.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, you can ask questions like, yeah, others, is it clear
Yes.
whether it's boolean or it's integer for others?
It's Boolean, ma'am.
Okay, other, okay,
Yes.
yeah,
Hello, ma'am.
yes, yes,
Yes,
please, you
I
can
had
tell.
yes, good evening. I had a doubt regarding billing that I
Okay,
understood the concept that we are categorizing it into the data depending upon what type of Like in birthdays, we are categorizing depending on the month.
Can you be bit louder? Is it only for me or for everyone? Is he like, is his voice very low or what?
Not audible.
Ma'am, we are not getting you.
Hello. Is it audible now?
Yes, it's clear now.
Yes. So I was asking that I understood the concept of binning, that we are categorizing the data, but how are we going to implement it, like in actual programming? Like what kind of data types are we going to use?
See, binning is like separating things. So now you have, let's take our scores data set, and now you want to know the people who are like who are born on the same months, like either from May, January, or February, like all the people who are from the same month. Okay, is it clear now? Then
Yes, ma'am.
see, yeah, then we are taking the cards from the pile one, and whether we are checking whether he is born on January or February or March or something, and then we are moving those cards to their respective piles. So we are accumulating those cards in the respective piles. Let's say first card is of January and second card is from May. So we are moving the first card to January pile and second card to this May pile. So there it's not like data structures. We are moving cards from one pile to other pile. So we are collecting card from one we are moving cards from one, like we are collecting the other like all the similar cards in other pile. It's like, so like now you haven't introduced to other data structures like list and collections, no? So if they get introduced, then this concept will be in the later weeks,
Okay.
it will
Okay.
become
So now,
easy.
for now, it's only in piles. For
Yeah,
now,
now we are doing only for piles. We are moving from one pile to other pile. So how it reduces the number of comparisons means, let's say if you want to know the people who are born on the date same date of birth, let's say 18th September or something like that. So if we bin by this months, then we can only compare the people who are we can compare the people who are born on the same month, like January. We can do all the comparisons for January 1st and for February 1st, because we have all the people who are from January in one pile and from February in other pile, no? So we can do the such comparisons only, like if we have 30 cards, if there are like two cards in January pile, so we need to compare those things only once, right? If there are like five cards in the February, the comparisons will be like one card will be five comparisons only, right? But if we have 30 cards in our scores data set and we are trying to find the student with who has same date of birth, then we are doing like every card will be compared with every other card. Let's say if our card first that pile has 30 cards, then the comparisons will become how many comparisons we are doing there. It will
yes,
be like,
ma'am.
yeah, 30 into 29 cards. Every card is compared with every other card. So number of comparisons will be more at that time. But if we bin, the comparisons will be reduced there. Okay. That's why we are doing. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am. I understood it. Thank you very much
Yeah,
for the
ma'am.
clarification.
it's okay. Yeah, others. Any other doubts?
Ma'am, mock test 3,
Ma'am,
question number 10.
Mock
mock,
test 3.
mock test.
Did you get mock test, you people?
Mock test once, ma'am.
Actually,
Question
ma'am,
number
it's
three.
the qualifier too.
That
Qualifier,
was
yeah.
for the qualifier.
It's not there on the portal, right?
It is,
It's
ma'am.
there in the
Okay,
It's
you are
there.
checking the other thing, right? Other portal. This is for other qualified people. Okay. Mock test 1 now.
3,
Mock
question
test
number
one.
10.
Uh, Whether this mock test is there with everyone or only few of them has this mock test?
Ma'am, I have.
I also have.
The
I
people
have,
who
ma'am.
don't have, please mention like who don't has this in the chat or something like. So I think, can I assume like everyone has this? Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah. Okay. Like I'm unable to share the screen, so kindly everyone open on their respective portal itself. Mock test 3, question number 1, right?
10.
Question number 10. Okay. Okay, the question is like finding the error. No, the following pseudocode is executed using the words table at the end of execution. C captures the number of nouns with letter count at least 4 and at most 8. Okay, the
Yeah.
pseudocode may have mistakes. Identify all such mistakes. Okay,
Yes. So, so I have a doubt over here that when I'm entering the procedure of check something,
yeah,
suppose the parts of speech is not equals to noun, then it will return false because there is a else return false,
yes.
right? But if I don't give that else, suppose if I don't mention that else in the code, then will it also return like will the execution be the same or it will be different?
Okay, your doubt is like if it doesn't return and if there is no else part that for the first if
For
y
the
dot
first
parts
if,
of
yeah.
okay, so it checks if y dot parts of speech is equal to noun. If it is not noun, then it won't enter into this if block. Then this procedure will terminate, but it is not returning anything. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it does not return anything. But whatever procedures which we are teaching in this course, like procedure will return something here, right? Either true or false, either it returns some integer or something, it returns something here, right, in our course. So then if we do that, then it won't be the correct procedure. Without returning anything, it can't do, like according
But
to this
execution
course.
like execution will be the same, but the procedure will be faulty.
Yeah, procedure will be faulty, like procedure will not return anything, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it is noun, then it will do. If it's not noun, then it stops the execution there because it doesn't have any other lines to execute there, no.
Yeah, because the first part doesn't have anything if it is not a noun. If there is something, then the execution will be faulty again.
Yes, like if this if block has some no else part, right, then it won't enter. If it is not noun, then it won't enter in the nested if. Then it will come out of that if block, but it has nothing to do there. Then it will come out of that procedure without returning anything. But but the thing we are teaching in the CT is like the procedure is returning something in every procedure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it
Okay.
will be like
Okay.
faulty procedure.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
So okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, of this one question, three.
Which can you be a bit louder? It's not clear. Like which
Mock test
question?
1, question 3.
Mock test 1, question 3. Yeah. Do counting for the following procedure. Okay. Consider the procedure do counting for the following questions 3 to 6. Procedure do counting. We are initializing variables a, b, and c to 0 and p equal to false. and q to equal to false, we are setting those variables as false, false. And while we are checking whether table 1 has more cards, read the first card X from the table 1, and we are checking whether it's a pronoun and q should be true, then only this will be executed. So for the first card, it won't, this if condition won't be executed even if it is a pronoun. And in the second if condition, if x dot parts of speech is noun, if the words, if the card we have picked is noun, and if p, so even if it is a noun, the this block also won't get executed for the first time. If it is a noun, then we are setting p equal to true, and else we are setting p equal to false. And after this first
First time it won't be,
seeing cards, yeah, you tell what's your doubt.
ma'am, first time it won't be included in the, if the card is a noun.
First time it won't see, first time c won't be c won't store the letter count value even if it is a noun, because p is false there, right, for the first time, for the first card.
First card, okay.
Not for the first card. If the card which we have seen is a noun, still the c won't store the letter count of the noun because p is false, right? Yeah, here p is
Yeah,
false.
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. So the
Yeah.
first card, if it is noun, then also it will be storing as, it will not be storing.
Yeah, if the first card is if the card we have seen is noun, then we are setting p equal to true, else we are making p equal to false, and then we are making q is equal to true after first iteration. If the word ends with full stop, then we are checking. Okay, then we are resetting q to false after at the end of every sentence, q is made to false. So return the value. What will be the value of a represent at the end of each like at the end of the procedure?
Yeah.
See, what is the a is storing here? What is the value of a?
X dot
What
letter
is
count,
the,
A
see
equals to A plus X
now?
dot letter count.
See, yeah, now let's see the last, everyone, let's see what to know what is the value of a. Is just enough to concentrate on the last if block. We are checking whether whether the word ends with full stop. Yeah, if the word ends with full stop, then we are adding the letter count of that word to a, and then we are making q as false. So what does the value of a stores here? Can anyone tell what do you think the A will represent?
Option 3 में,
Option 3.
option
Okay,
3.
some of the letter counts of the words which are at the end of each sentence. Yeah, you are correct. Others, is it clear or you have some doubt regarding that? Others, everyone, is it clear? Yeah, I will give time. Please look at that question and try to figure out yourself.
Actually, it's a very tricky question. This
Yeah,
pseudocode is,
yeah. So I will use that
so
mock test one. Which question number? What? 3A,
question
right?
3.
3 to 6, 5, or
Yeah,
3 to 6, 3
6.
to 6, yeah, 3 to 6. So I will use some time like 5 to 6 minutes or some whatever. Like, please go through that question and understand by yourself. Please try to figure out like where you are facing difficulty. It's like little bit tricky only. Yeah, once you are done, please tell like, please someone inform whether
And what does B represent?
What does the B represent? Yeah,
Yeah.
others, is it okay? Like what represents everyone is, yeah, let's others also give time, like they also will understand, no, what we are speaking if they have
Yeah.
gone through that question. Yeah, others, okay,
Hello.
have you gone through the question, or should I give 2 more minutes? Should I wait 2 more minutes and discuss the question?
So for the first iteration for pronoun and noun, Q and P are both set to false. So that is not counted. I mean, B and C don't get incremented.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. uh, Okay, see, now for the first question is, what will be the value of A represent at the end of execution, at the end of this procedure? So to know what the A represents, it's just enough to look at the last if block. We are checking whether the word ends with full stop. If the word ends with full stop, then we are adding the letter count to the variable A of that word. So A counts the sum of the letter counts of all the words of all the words which are at the end of the sentence, right? So sum of the letter counts of the words which are at the end of each sentence. Option is C. Is it clear for everyone, or someone has any doubts? Please just ask. This session is for you guys to make you understand things. So if you have doubts, you can kindly ask here without any hesitation. Okay. Should I
Ma'am,
assume that
question 3
everyone
is C.
question 3 C?
J.
Option is C. Yeah, it's correct only,
Option
no?
C. Yeah.
Yeah.
J.
And what will be the value be present at the end of procedure? So everyone try to tell the answers. What do you think that B represent? Someone, please, someone take initiative and tell, like, what. It's okay, you can tell wrong answer also. Whatever you think, you just put it there, like you just tell. Yeah, someone please go through the options and tell, like, yeah.
I think it's option B, ma'am.
Option B.
B.
Okay, some of
Question
the letter
number 4,
counts,
option B.
or some of the letter count of all pronouns except the pronouns which appear at the end of each sentence. Why do you think it at the end of each sentence? Is there any reason for that?
Ma'am, because in the end Q is set to false. It's after incrementing the value of A, Q is set to false at the end.
Okay. See, I will tell you. Initially, Q is false. So, if the card we have picked, if the first card we are pick, if we have picked the
Mm,
first card and it is a pronoun, Q is
mm,
false for the first time also, right?
okay.
Then it is not counting the letter count of that pronoun. It won't count for the first of that first word pronoun also, letter count of the. So first, so it is not counting that first pronoun in the deck, and we are setting Q equal to false. See, if our last card, if the at the end of the sentence we have seen some sentence has pronoun at the end, then
Yeah.
Q is true only, right? At the end of first iteration, we are not at the end of first iteration. In the first iteration, after executing this if block, the second if block, we are making Q
Mm,
as true. So within the first iteration, we are making Q as true, but at the end of each sentence, we are making Q as false. So if if the last card we have seen is pronoun, and our variable Q will true, right? Is it unclear
um,
or not? See,
no, ma'am.
okay. Uh, when this Q is set to false, like after iterating this
At
first
the end
block
of each
only, right?
sentence.
See, first this first if block will be executed, no? If extra parts of speech pronoun and Q, right? Well, this the
Yeah, ma'am.
third the last thing will be executed after executing this first condition only. So even if the last card is pronoun, if the variable Q is true after the first iteration, right?
जी.
So it will count the letter count, but the variable Q is set to false after passing through the first if block only, is it still unclear for you? See,
Um,
Hello?
yeah, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, after
yes,
the first iteration, the value of Q will change to true.
True.
yes.
Yeah. And in the end
Okay.
also it will set to false.
In the
When
end, like
we,
after
yeah,
iterating through after, like, because the if block we are checking is earlier to the if block we are setting Q as false, right? So the last card, even if the last card is that will be counted, and after counting that thing only we are making it as false, right? So that also will be counted for if so if it encounters the other sentence, let's say at the end of the sentence Q variable is false, if even if after that it sees the other sentence starts, right? If that word is also pronoun, the next, but our variable Q is false at that time, so it does not count there, right? It does not count that pronoun. Is it clear for you now, or you I confuse you?
yeah, little bit it's clear.
Oh, see, at the
Yeah, ma'am.
end of each sentence we are making Q as false. So
Yeah.
at the beginning of sentence, so at the end of first
Beginning
sentence
also
we
it's false, and in
beginning
the
also
end
it's
also
false,
it's false.
not at the end. After counting that thing only we are making it as false, right? After
जी, जी, जी,
counting the, yeah, letter count of the pronoun we are making it as false.
जी,
After, like after summing up, we are making this Q as false, no? Because this if block is earlier to this,
yeah, ma'am.
to the third if block, after counting only we are setting. So at the beginning it is becoming false, we are not executing this, and if it
Okay.
is a pronoun, yeah,
Yeah.
if the pronoun is at the beginning of the sentence we are not counting, but for all other
Mm-hmm.
pronouns we are counting. Yeah, is it
Mm-hmm.
is it clear for you now?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Others?
Here, line 6 and line 9 and 10 essentially represent the AND operator, but are written or they are represented in different ways.
Line 9 and 10, right? You are asking?
No, line 6 and
And
line 9 and 10. They
no,
essentially
no.
execute.
Like this line 6 is separate. Line 6 if block is an uh can you, yeah, someone has, see, in the line 6 if block is ending there in the line 8 itself, but in the line 9 the if block ends in the line 17, but in the
Yes,
line,
yes, yes, I understand that. No, I'm just trying to understand the AND operator, how it is written. We can write if X part of speech is equal to pronoun and Q. That is one way of using the AND operator. Or we can also do a nested if, as in
yeah,
line 9 and 10.
yes, you are correct.
Okay, okay, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Should I need to explain the fifth question as well?
Ma'am, can you explain sixth?
Sixth one.
Yeah.
Okay, if the AND operator in the line 6 is replaced by the OR operator, then what will be the value of B represent at the end of execution? So what do you think? Some of the just you try yourself. What is your answer? You are telling.
No, ma'am, I'm unable to understand this.
Huh?
I'm unable to understand the code. Means if
Okay, if it is
replaced by or.
replaced by OR, so, yeah. See, we are checking in this if block in the line sixth, we are checking if parts of speech is pronoun or Q, if it become Q. Initially Q is false, but within the first iteration, we are making Q as true. So after, if the first word is pronoun, then it will add to the variable B because we are using and. If it is not pronoun, then it won't count that word. If it is a pronoun, then it will count that word if for the first word, and all the other words will be counted because Q will be true every time. In the OR condition, like either one will, so it will enter into that block if it satisfy any one of the conditions or both the conditions. So Q will be true every time after the first card. If the first card is pronoun, then also it will be counted. So it counts all the words except if the word is the first word is pronoun, then it won't be counted, right? Is it clear or not to you?
Like the first word, if it's pronoun, then it won't be counted. It
If the
won't
first
be
word is
counted.
pronoun, yeah, if the first word is pronoun, then it will be counted.
It will be.
Yeah, if the first word is pronoun, it will be counted
You
because
said
we
it
are
won't be.
using or in the
Hello, ma'am.
answer. Yes.
Ma'am, actually, I joined recently, so would you tell me which question we are discussing?
Mock test 1, question 3 to 6.
Okay.
See, as we
Yeah.
are using OR operator, if it satisfies any of the condition, then it should be counted. If the first word is pronoun, then it should be counted. So the answer should be sum of the letter count of all words except the word which are the first word of each sentence and the parts of speech is not pronoun. Yeah, it counts all the words except the first word if it is not a pronoun. If it is a
Hmm.
pronoun, then it will count. Not pronoun, it's there right here. It's not a
Ji.
pronoun in that. Yeah.
Okay.
as we are using the and operator here, there also in the option also some of the letter count of all the words except the words which are at the first word of each sentence, and the parts of speech is not pronoun. The important condition is like the first word should not be pronoun to count that first word. Yeah. Yeah, for
Like if it's
others
not
is
a
it
pronoun, then it will be not counted. If it's a
counted?
pronoun,
Pronoun,
then it will be
then it
counting.
will be counted. Yeah, as we
Okay.
are using our operator, no? Is it clear, or you have some
Yeah,
confusion?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks for asking. Like this is like good question.
Yeah, this was a
Everyone, please. Yeah.
tricky and tough question.
Yes. Yes. Everyone, like even you go through the question by spending enough time to answer this, and if you have doubt, you can write in the Discord also. Okay.
Can you repeat the question number, please?
Mock test 1, question 3 to 6. Like only the question 3 is there. Other parts are like continuation of that question, only 3 to 6 questions.
Thank you, ma'am.
Why did you change the and to or in line number 6? It is just for a different discussion, is it?
So to see the answers, if we change the conditions, the answer will change. So to check like whether the student knows the every conditions, like if we what will be the answer if we use this, and if you use that condition only this question is given. Yes, right? What's your doubt specifically?
No, no. Why did you really test the case with or condition instead? Unconditional
Yeah,
answer is given.
yeah,
It is just to
to check.
really look into the different perspective. That's it.
uh, it's like that only, like to analyze the what understanding of the students also. This will be like very helpful, like,
Okay.
right?
To
But
test.
if you take
To check
out
them.
that,
What
if you take out that phrase unqueue, if you take out unqueue, what will happen?
if we take out and part from
Queue.
that question,
And part of that condition.
of the condition, then how can you combine that q and extra parts of speech equal to pronoun? There should be some. So you can write simply if extra parts of speech equal to pronoun.
Uh-huh.
That is one thing. Or you can say if q, that will be condition, but you can't
Like
Now,
it should be
if parts
nested
of
if
speech is equal to pronoun, then B is equal to B plus X letter count.
yeah,
Still it
that's
flows. No, still it flows through. It's not get stuck.
yeah, but here we are using two different things, right? Q and extra parts of speech equal to pronoun. We're checking for two conditions. Q should be true and extra parts of speech should be pronoun to satisfy that
Hmm.
condition. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So to
Okay.
combine those things, we are checking that.
I understand. Thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, mock test one, question one.
Mock test one, question one. Okay.
Ma'am, why is the third option wrong?
Okay, just let me go through the question. Everyone, please open that question and check. Like
Ma'am, it's
the
not
following
in the
should,
portal. Mock test one.
it's not there in your thinga.
it's there, ma'am.
No, no, there's only 5 weeks starting from course introduction to supplementary content.
You can see mock test thing, right? There you can't see that mock test tab there in your thing.
No,
No,
Your
ma'am.
ma'am.
on your,
Ma'am, can you share the screen?
yeah. The problem is like I told you earlier, no, that
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
today is some
Mhm.
internet issue. That's why I'm unable to share the screen. But maybe
Oh,
because signals are weak, the others are also unable to share the screen.
yep.
Yeah. Can I think post? Okay, I will read out the question loud. Okay. So, okay, the mock test one question is like the following pseudocode is executed using the scores table. What will be the value of A represent at the end of execution? So we are executing the pseudocode on scores table and they are asking what the value of A represent at the end of execution. And the question is multiple select question. So the question is like we are initializing the variable A as 0 and we are checking whether there are more cards in the pile 1, and we are taking the top card from the pile 1 and we are checking whether the gender, if condition is there in that, in the iteration we are checking whether the gender is male or total is greater than 80. If it, so we are using or condition. If we are checking whether the gender is male or total is greater than 80, then we are incrementing variable A, value of variable A. So what do you think the value of variable A represent? See, A counts the students if they are male or if their total is greater than 80. So if it satisfies the first condition itself, then the value of A will be incremented. If it satisfies the second condition, whether the total greater than 80, then also variable A will be incremented. If it is satisfies the both conditions, then the variable A will be incremented. So the options are number of male students with the total marks more than 80. It's not that, no, it's like here the option is telling about the intersection part. Like if it is and condition, then this option will be correct. So it's not the correct answer. The second option is number of male students plus number of female students with the marks more than 80. So it's counting the students who are male and the total marks greater than 80, only the female students, because male students are counted. And the third option is number of male students. It's not counting only the number of male students, right? So the third option is wrong. It's also counting the female students with marks, total marks greater than 80, right?
But they are
It's not.
separated by the OR condition, right?
Yeah, they are separated by the or condition. See,
So you
what does the
one needs
value
to.
of, see, what does the value of A represent? A stores the people who are males and also the people, like the student who are, whose total is greater than 80, and males because males are already counted, right? See, if we take the set theory, this question will be easier for you.
Ma'am, could you
Let's
repeat
say,
the options, please?
okay, options are, first option is number of male students with the total marks more than 80. This option is wrong because we are counting the male students plus number of students with the female students with marks greater than 80. But here we are saying number of male students with total marks greater than 80. So it's like and condition. So it's the option is for wrong. And the second option is correct because we are here the number of male students plus number of female students with the total marks greater than 80, more than 80. And the third option is also wrong because number of male students, we are not only counting the number of male students, we are also counting the variable A. They are asking solid variable A. So variable A has this male students plus the students whose
So could you read
total
the
marks
correct
are,
option?
yeah. Yeah, why you have this confusion regarding this third option is wrong, like should be correct?
Which
Ma'am,
one is
because I thought that if it is OR condition, so they are separated by the OR condition, right? So if one is, at least one is correct, then also it will be incremented.
See, it's not asking like when the if condition becomes true, but they're asking about the variable A, right? So variable A stores the people. Is it clear for you now? If they ask like when this condition is satisfied, then you say if the student is male. But here it counts, the variable A counts those all the people, right? You are
But if
correct.
in
It
I
counts
said,
then.
but if in particular said all are male and there is no female,
Okay.
so then according
It
to
counts
the.
all the cards. Then it count all the cards, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
See now, so why we are saying it's not it number of it not number of male students, it also counts the number of female students with marks total. But the so you are telling whether but the scores data set which we have taken has female students as well, no? So the it was clearly mentioned in the question like pseudocode is executed using the scores table, that the scores table has female students as well, right? Is it clear for you now why the option C is wrong?
No, ma'am, but it was in the mock and it was actually the qualified previous, and they had already told that the scores data set is not required for you to solve this
Yeah,
question.
it's not required, but you you all know that scores data set also has female students, no?
But then, yeah, but there could be a set which does not have any female students, right?
Yeah, there could be a case there could not be having like female students as well, but like it was given in the question like it is executed using the scores data set. So we are using the scores data set to execute this pseudocode, not any other data set. I think all of you know that scores data set has female students as well.
Ma'am, so which one is the correct option?
uh, ex- can you repeat?
Ma'am, which one is the correct option?
See, it counts the male students and female students with the marks greater than 80, or it counts the students with the total marks greater than 80 and the number of male students with the total marks less than 80. It should count, right? So it will be it will be like you can understand this question clearly if you take the sets. So here now if we have that A or B case, in that A intersection B also will be there, right? So let's say our A and our B is other circle and we are drawing those circles by overlapping those circles. So intersection part is A and B. I think all of you are familiar with this because you people are attending max also. Yeah. So that overlapping region will become A and B. And if we want to count the A or B, like if we want to know A or B thing, then how will you do that A or B? Then you will say P of A union B equal to, that is our condition. We will say P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B, because we are counting it twice. A intersection B part is counted twice. Like in A it will be counted and in B also will be counted. So we are removing that part by subtracting P of A intersection B thing. Well, so to count that once. So here also the options are framed such that it will count the number of male students plus number of female students with the total marks more than 80. And the other option is like it counts the number of students with the total marks greater than 80 plus number of male students the total marks less than with at most that 80.
Ma'am, so is it a multiple select question or just one answered question?
It's multiple select question. It's given in the question, right?
Okay. Because I cannot access the question,
Okay,
that's why.
yeah. Okay. Sorry. It's multiple select question.
Okay, ma'am. So it will be all the males and including the females who have scored more than 80. Or we can also frame it like all the males including the males and females who have scored more than 80, right?
Will be like all the males and all the females with total marks greater than 80, or if all the students with total marks greater than 80 plus number of males with the total marks less than or equal to 80.
Okay, okay.
But then why not females?
Females, it won't count females, right? It counts the people whose total marks greater than 80. Here the females with the total marks greater than 80 are included. Males with the total marks greater than 80 and females with total marks greater than 80 are included in that total marks greater than 80 condition,
No, no, the fourth option says that number of male students with the total marks more than 80 plus the number of female students with the total marks more than 80.
That is this only x, if x dot total greater than 80, if we say a equal to a plus 1, then the fourth option will be correct. But it also counts the number of males with total marks less than or equal to 80, right? It counts the male students, all male students, right?
But it is not
You
and condition, right? It is or condition.
option only. So see, you should understand for this by using that set theory only. In the or condition, like you will say A implies B, then it's not okay. I should not go through that, but I will say, see, here we are checking if x dot gender equal to male or x dot total greater than 80, then we are saying A equal to A plus 1. So we are picking a card. Let's do that with our scores data set. We are picking a card. If it is a male, then the value of A will be incremented. And even if the total is less than 80, the value of A will be incremented. If the card is female and if the total marks are greater than 80, then the value of A will be incremented, right? If it is a female and if the total is
Yes, yes. A
greater
female with the marks greater than 80 will be
than
incremented.
80,
Yes.
then will incremented. And it also counts the male. If it is a male, the value is of A is incremented even if the total is not greater than 80. No?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. That's how the options are phrased. In the last option, it's saying number of students with the total marks more than 80 plus number of male students, because total marks 80. Here we are saying number of students with the total marks 80, more than 80 means it includes both male and female students. Whoever, whether it's male or female, it doesn't care. If its marks are greater than 80, then the value of A will be incremented. Apart from that, it also count the male students. Like every male should be counted, no? So it count because already they are included in that. Male students with the total marks greater than 80 are already counted in that first sentence. So in the second sentence, we are saying number of male students with the total marks at most 80, that means less than or equal to 80, are also counted. If no, if you understand this, just do with this with the scores data set, okay, and you check, like then you will understand like how that counting will happen. So if you, like if we say only the number of male students, it is not only counting the number of male students, no. So the third option is wrong, like it also counts the female students with the total marks greater than 80. That's why the third option is wrong. And which option is wrong? The number of male students with the total marks more than 80 plus number of, so the fourth option is also wrong, because we are not only counting the students with the total marks greater than 80, we are also counting the male students, full male students, even if they are less than 80 or if they are more than 80 or even they are 80, we count the male students. Is it clear or not? Or for everyone who is here, is it clear or not, that mock test 1 question 1? Just tell like where you are facing that difficulty in understanding that question.
Ma'am, suppose in the if we pick up a card from the given scores data set, right?
Okay.
And the gender first is male, okay.
Okay.
So the first condition is satisfied, right?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
won't go for the second condition.
Yes.
So I will increment A by 1.
Yes.
Now
So
if I So now if
Yes.
I do it for the entire data set, then I should have the number of male students, right?
Along with that, you are also counting the female students with marks greater than 80, no?
Yes,
So if
yes.
you find the card with the female student and whose marks is greater than 80, you are also counting them, even though the card is not a male, no? So it's not only counting the number of male student, also counting the female students with the marks greater than 80.
Okay. Yes. Hmm.
Oh, is it clear for you now?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, you can try, and you can, like CET will be better understood, like if you try first, and if you face some difficulty, if you ask, then yeah, you can understand it properly. Even if after explaining also, even if you are unable to make out, then you try again by remembering that whatever has taught or whatever have explained now, then you will understand. If not, you can, even though you if you even after that, if you are unable to. Yeah, someone is typing, like. Yes. Yeah, how many people are giving exam like this quiz one?
Yes, ma'am. I actually had a doubt regarding that. Can I ask?
You can be a bit louder.
I had a doubt regarding quiz one. Can I ask the doubt?
Tell me, like if I know, I will answer. If not, you can write to operational team. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, the thing is, I couldn't fill the form to book the slot for the system compatibility test before the 12 p.m. yesterday. So,
Acha.
yeah, so that's why I'm concerned if they'll allow me to give the quiz one or not, because I have no
You
problem with the system.
you go and you immediately drop mail to that uh, who will be operational team, or you
I have
contact.
mailed them. So they said that no slots are available now. I have mailed them yesterday only. I mailed them that
So
I mentioned. So the sorry, no other slot is available now.
yeah, then you ask like what will be the alternative, like what I can do, but I wanted to take exam now. So you ask them like that.
Acha, okay, okay, okay.
Ma'am, this quiz is equivalent to qualifier exam.
No, quiz is different, right? Quiz we have only from week 1 2 3, and quiz is different from qualifier. It's not like if we get less marks, we are not like you are not getting out of the course. But the quiz one marks are important to what to continue the course or something like that. But it's not like qualifier. Okay.
Why did we not get it when we were doing in last term, the main batch?
Yeah, every
No, no.
time
What
things will
happened?
get improved, right? So we want. Yeah, this is how this happens in the colleges also. You will take internals quizzes first, like 1 2 3 quizzes in your semester, and then you will write an sem exam. So a kind of thing like that only. You will have 3 quizzes and sem, and also qualifier. Every time like things will get improved and they will be update.
Improved.
Will be up.
So
Yeah,
this is a new
that's why.
thing has come from this batch, is it? It's a new thing has
Yes,
come from
yes,
this batch. So the
yes.
last batch didn't have that one.
Yeah, they have only qualifier, right?
Yeah, that's right. They
Yeah.
just tested based on the assignments, the best three out of four. Then from percentage, then they are allowed for writing qualifier. Once they are qualified, then they get into the program. Okay.
Okay.
Does quiz 1 include week 4 as well, or only 1 to 3?
No, only quiz 1, 2, 3. Only week content from week 1, week 2, and week 3.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
This is similar to the proctored exam conducted in the certification courses, is it? Quiz?
I'm like not sure of this. Like, this is, yeah, kind of like, yeah, it's like everything. You can't open other tabs also here. In other also, like your video should be on, you can't open other tabs. It's similar, but not completely, I can say, right?
It's curious to know how the things are going to be, because it is on your own computer, you are doing it, but it is considered, the marks are considered for some
Yeah,
assessment.
your own computer. Like, you can't open other tabs. If you open other tabs, some kind of notification or something will be happen. I'm not sure of that, but you can't open other tabs. Only that screen will be visible. I think if you open other tabs, I'm not sure, I'm saying if you open other tabs, the session will be that you will get logged off and you cannot redo the exam again. Like whatever you have given, that will be there, I think so. I'm not sure. Like, yeah, you can't open other tabs. This is the one possibility. Like, it does not allow copying. You can't do other tabs, and also the course content also will be not visible, I think, at that time. They will.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Speak.
Ma'am, I have doubt
Vineet.
in 2.2, ma'am. Practice assignment 2.2, second week.
2.2 practices. 2.
15th question, ma'am.
Okay. 15th question, no? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I think my voice is echoing or what? It's
No, ma'am, not like that. Nothing.
okay.
Your voice is
What?
echoing.
Yeah, Vineet.
Yes, ma'am.
You keep your mute. Yeah, mute,
Okay, ma'am.
mute. Okay. What will be the values of A, B, C, A, B, and C after execution of the following pseudocode using the scores dataset? A equal to 0, B equal to 0, and C equal. We are initializing A, B, C as 0. We are checking whether the pile 1 is empty or not. And we are reading the top card from the pile 1. If mathematics marks are greater than physics marks, then we are incrementing the value of A. If mathematics marks are greater than physics mark, which if mathematics marks are less than physics marks, then we are incrementing mathematics marks equal to x over physics marks. Then we are what will be the value of A. So, what do you think that A represents, Vineet?
Ma'am, it represents that physics marks, maths marks, which is greater than physics marks.
Okay.
Comparing,
B.
comparing that one. From B and C, I didn't understand why it
B
got
and
zero.
C will be
Will be
right.
zero, right? Yes, ma'am.
Because you keep you mute, okay? It's echoing. See, we are comparing like here we have outer if and there are two inner. Like the inner ifs will be executed only if the outer if is true. So the first we are checking whether card mathematics marks is greater than physics marks. If it is greater than physics marks, then the value of A will be incremented. If not, nothing is happening because there is no else part. That we will be that we can that is that we get to know by seeing that there is no else part here for that if. And if it is true, then it will check if the mathematics is less than physics marks. How can it happen? Like first we are checking if mathematics marks are greater than that physics marks, only then we are entering this inside if block. It's not it won't get satisfied, so b won't be incremented at any time. And similarly for C also, if it is greater, then only we are coming to that inner if blocks. So C also won't get incremented. They remains 0 0 as they are initialized. Is it clear, or you should
Ma'am, it is
understand
greater, no, ma'am. A is 16, no, ma'am.
what
What? No, ma'am. You
A
said
is
if
is-
it is great. Yes.
A will be incremented if mathematics marks are greater than physics marks, but B and C will be 0 because after checking, after becoming that first condition true, that mathematics marks should be greater than physics marks, only then it will enter into that inner ifs. So it won't happen, right? If it satisfies that greater than condition, how it can satisfy that less than and equal to condition? It can't satisfy that card.
Satisfy that
So
card. Okay, ma'am. So,
yeah, you should understand the nested if for that. That one also I have explained in the previous live sessions. That I think Kunwar is also there previously. He left or what? He left, might be. Yeah. Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Yeah. If you are unclear, like previously live sessions also I have explained many times, 2 or 3 times. You can watch that sessions also. Now I can explain, but now I am unable to share the screen. No, that using notepad I can explain.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, there are like 10 more minutes. You can ask questions like whatever doubts you have. Yeah, mock test. If you have mock test, no, do that those mock tests. Like they are really good. Exam also will be like mostly same questions won't come, but mostly similar kind of difficulty level you can see in that quizzes also, because they are previous mock test papers, right? Previous qualifiers and all those.
So once the quiz is over and all those questions with the answers will be available for everybody.
Once the quiz is over, yeah, yes,
Okay.
yes.
No, it's only for that batch, for both the batches.
Like whoever are taking the quiz,
Oh, okay.
whoever are taking quiz can get that.
Can see.
Yeah, can get,
Okay.
like it will be there on the portal.
It appears that there is a different portal between the batches.
Yes, it will. it's there, like it is different portal. I think yeah, they will, but those people have not qualified, right? Yeah, it's a different portal, but same content will be there.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, you have like, yeah, do that mock test properly, like, and like every concepts are covered there, so you can practice there, and if you have doubts you can write in the discourse also, like there also. Now you people have good time, right, to check, to go through the content properly as you are redoing the course. Or some people, few people are redoing this. Yeah, any other doubts regarding this apart from week 3 graded assignment? How many of you are taking this quiz, online quiz? Anyone here are taking this quiz? Yeah, I can see like few people are. Even mock quiz, no? Like mock thing, kind of practice kind of thing. You would have done that. How is that? Is it user friendly, or have you found some difficulties? Yeah, anyone, if they have taken that mock thing, you can tell like what are the difficulties you have faced, something like, anything like that regarding that.
Ma'am, this most difficult question which we did, I mean, very important question, this mock test we were discussing.
Yes.
Can we solve it by using, forming a table? Say, take few sentences.
Yeah, you can. It's good actually. It's very good to do like that. Execute, take few examples and execute those things. Then you will understand. Like then
Actually,
then you will
if you can give one format, I mean, the table, how you have to do. I mean, how to start with the
Yeah,
table.
you can definitely, you can use that words data
Okay.
set. What? Yeah,
Okay.
you take each card like it was Monday morning. There
Okay.
are the sentence, right? You know,
Okay.
you execute that using the words data set as it is. You frame a table like when the A is incrementing, when the variable
Yes.
B is yeah, when the
Can I
variable
put the
B.
table and share it in the discussion forum? We will be able
Yes,
to.
definitely.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice practice to do like that, like whether the you check your answer by taking few examples.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, any others? Do you have some doubt?
In the mock test, the small iterations were really helpful because we were able to do it in a small way and then do the bigger problems. The first few questions would be small iterations.
Yeah, in the question paper also, like, will questions will be easy, and the later coming tougher questions you will see. But this time the exam is online and the questions will be randomized. I think you don't get such kind of pattern. Definitely in the question papers also, normal question papers also, we see that first questions will be, initial questions will be, one two questions will be easy, because yeah, in the first time itself they don't want to scare the students.
Careless, yes.
So yeah. Yeah, as some time has gone in between because of bad, like 5 minutes I think has gone because of this internet connection. If you have doubts, I will wait for 5 more minutes, 5 to 10 more minutes. You can ask. If no doubts, then we can end the session. Yes. Should I assume that no one has doubts? Or should I wait for some more time? Like, okay, I will wait for 2 3 more minutes and we'll see if someone asks or not. Yeah, most of the people are writing regarding that operational things only. When will be the quiz, and when it will be scheduled, something like that. You can definitely you can contact of operational team to know these questions, like regarding the quiz. And yeah, the people who are giving the quiz might have definitely got a mail regarding like system compatibility checking. If you haven't got the mail regarding that quiz, then you can confirm with the operational team whether we have quiz or not, or something like that. Okay, I'm ending the session as no one asking doubts. Okay.